not a nation that is larger or that is exceptional in some way. And he seems to be very nervous about that. And America is an exceptional nation. When there's problems in the world, they don't go to Belgium, they come to the United States. They come to Washington, they want this, they want help, they want relief, they want whatever it may be. We are in that position in the world. That seems to bother him a bit. He seems to be more of this ethic of moral equivalency and so forth. So we'll see.
So our last question.
Thank you, Dr. Steele. One of my biggest fascinations with the advent of President Obama was something that I saw back in the primary between him and Secretary Clinton. And I was wondering if you could comment on it a little bit. There was a very big difference between Obama's performance in the industrial areas of the country, in Appalachia, versus the rural areas of the country, in the plains or in the Rocky Mountains. And I'm wondering, is there something to be read into that? Is there a difference between the rural class and the industrial class, the rural whites versus the industrial whites? And is there a reason why so many of those people in the rural states, all white states, went for him versus in the industrial areas for Clinton? Is it just unions and support that she had garnered over the years, or was there something more? Because I felt that the exit polling there and just the general results indicated that there was something deeper.
Well, he did sort of take those northern tier states that are largely white and Midwestern and rural, but also rather sophisticated. And the idea of, I went to college there. It's a pretty sophisticated state, and without those sort of, in Pennsylvania and in Texas and other places where there is this sort of the more industrialized parts of the country. There is more focus on unions and so forth, and those were people who, to use my analogy, are less given to bargaining, whereas in sort of northern tier states, Wisconsin and so forth, and North Dakota and thereabouts, they seem to have been open to bargaining and more grateful for this idea of their own innocence. And so Obama caught fire in those states, in that part of the country, and still has a lot of support. From that. Whereas in the cities, those people are probably more focused, more unionized, a little more down to earth, more interested in a traditional Democratic leader like Hillary Clinton, who they felt was probably more pragmatic, and they were less given to the romance of Barack Obama than the people in the northern part of the country.
Thank you very much, Dr. Steele. We deeply appreciate it. Nate, could you have Nate step in? Victor Davis Hanson is February 10. Yes. I want to be sure. Thank you very much, Dr. Steele. And this has been just a great series that we have every year, but I don't know that we've had any more fruitful conversation than we have had here today. We deeply appreciate that, and we're delighted to have you with us. Thank you all for coming. You're welcome to come back. For some of you that maybe were not here at the very beginning, I mentioned that we have another fellow from Hoover Institution, which will be speaking next month on February the 10th, Victor Davis Hanson. So we'd be delighted to have any of you come back. And with that, we're dismissed. Thank you.
Hey, man.
I should have mentioned to you, if I can have your attention for 1 second. Nate reminds me that I was supposed to announce we have a reception. If you go out the door, and it's just to the left in the executive dining room. Go out toward the ocean and turn left, there's a reception, and we can carry on our conversation there. Thank you.